Christmas, Harry. Not one Harry Potter cosplay today. Thank you, yes. Happy Christmas, Harry. I'm Ron, okay? Is that not obvious? I'm Ron. I'm a middle-aged, wizened, wrinkled Ron, but I am a Ron. I'm actually Chris Parente from Fox 31 and Channel 2. How y'all doing today? I gotta say, it is my honor and my privilege to be here. I love Denver Comic-Con. Is this not one of the best Comic-Cons in the United States? And by the way, I want you all to know that I hosted a Stranger Things panel yesterday, and this wig was actually my Barb wig yesterday, okay, y'all? Anybody here got dressed as Barb today? Justice for Barb! Okay. Do we have any 11s in? I think I saw one or two. Excellent, excellent. Folks, we're in for a real treat right now. You know, I actually, honest to God, grew up in Indiana. In 1983, I was a teenager. I played Dungeons and Dragons. So basically, Millie Bobby Brown is looking at her future right here. I'm going to bring her out in a couple of seconds. She is a delightful young lady. I want to just make 2 points very quickly, and these are important points. Number one, Netflix has made it very clear. In fact, they've got agents stationed at specific spots throughout the theater. If we mention season 2 in any way, shape, or form, I will be shot with the poison dart. Netflix don't mess around, y'all. So we cannot ask anything about season 2, so please be respectful of that, because you are going to get to ask Millie Bobby Brown some questions. Is that pretty cool or what? And the only other thing I'd ask is that we obviously don't want to ask anything personal or anything that would make Millie uncomfortable, right? We all love Millie Bobby Brown, don't we? We all going to show her how Denver gives a welcome, aren't we? So welcome to the stage, the incomparable Millie Bobby Brown. Welcome to Denver, Millie. Welcome to Denver.
Thank you.
Pretty
Hello.
cool, huh? Pretty cool. Now we are going to let the audience is going to, she loves you too.
Oh, I love you too.
The audience is going to ask questions of you in a little bit, and I appreciate you taking time.
Yeah.
First of all, welcome to Denver. Have you had any time to do anything like fun while you're here in Denver?
No. I was filming Godzilla last night, so I just finished a scene. I got straight on. I slept for like, a couple hours, and then hopped on a plane and came here because I needed to come and see you guys. I've just come this morning, so I haven't really had a lot of time to go and do some fun things, but I'm sure I'm going to go out to dinner or something tonight. But it's so nice to see you guys here. Thank you so much for coming.
So, to clarify, you were on set shooting yesterday.
Last night, yeah.
Last night.
Yeah.
This is, we can say it's Godzilla? It's Godzilla?
It's Godzilla, yeah.
Yeah. Any Godzilla cosplay in the house?
No.
No. I want to start by talking about how you got your start, because obviously at just 13, right? Look, it's giant Millie Bobby Brown.
Hey.
And old Ron Weasley. You got your start, actually, was it a commercial?
Was it a commercial? I think so. It was a Grand Floridian commercial for Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, we all know, we got some Disney fans in the house, Grand Floridian.
Yeah, so I was there, I got the job, I worked all night. I'm pretty sure it wasn't like, for real. Didn't even go on TV. You can look it up on YouTube. It was like a Grand Floridian spa. I had beautiful long locks. They was painting my nails, and I was selling it to the camera. And then I immediately was like, this is what I want to do.
Somebody Google Grand Floridian Millie Bobby Brown. Yeah. We're going to make this happen. And you, although I think when you were a little kid, you got the bug. Was it to sing or was it to be on television? What was your first acting bug?
It wasn't an acting bug. It was singing. It was, I love to sing. Sing. Oh, they got great laughs. I'm like, I feel like I'm really boring. So basically, yeah, so I love to sing, and it's been a really big passion of mine ever since I started singing Amy Winehouse and Ed Sheeran and Adele. So they're all English, I feel so like. So big fan of singing, and then immediately my dad was like, you're annoying me, so you need to get out of the house on a Saturday. So I went to an acting, singing, modeling, dancing school, and I definitely could not dance for the life of me. So modeling was I liked it, but I wasn't good at it. I had the biggest gap in my teeth, and oh my God, I don't know what happened there. The worst hair, like it was just modeling was like, whoa. And then acting was like, I get to play someone other than myself, and I really liked that. The instinct that you could put into a character, and just, it was just for me. And then now modeling is like, I would introduce myself as a model. I mean, not to be like, oh, I'm a model, but like, I'm a model. Like I just love modeling. I think modeling's really also a great way of expressing yourself in a picture.
Absolutely. I also modeled for a lot of years.
Yeah, I could tell.
Hey, shut up. Anyway, yes, and I've actually seen some of your magazine spreads are super high glam, super high fashion.
Yeah.
But I want to know, because I think for me it's like, when does the coin drop? You get into acting, you take the acting classes,
right.
You're doing some commercials.
Right.
How does it go from that to
Stranger Things?
Stranger Things.
I don't know. I don't know. An audition. That's the one thing, an audition. It was, I felt connected to the role. I felt that I needed to play it. I needed to play 11 because nobody else could. And I was kind of desperate at the time. I didn't get any jobs. I went for a Publix commercial, and I was like, oh, this is going bad. I know, I love
Got some Publix fans in the house.
Publix is a great store.
It's a grocery store, yeah.
And but I need to be on a movie, and this is my first movie, Godzilla, so like it's just starting for me.
Right.
But Stranger Things, that was the big break, and everybody.
Did you know when you auditioned? Did you know what the show was about?
No, nothing. I knew nothing. All I knew is that I liked a boy called Mike that liked me back, and that I had to shave my hair off. And I didn't actually know I had powers until the first day of filming.
Really?
Can you believe that?
Oh, that's crazy.
I was like, because I didn't understand. I was like, telekinesis, what's that? And then I realized on set, they was like, okay, so you have your look, right? And I was like, my what? They're like, your look when you use your powers. I was like, I have powers? That's awesome. And then they was like, okay, so what's your look? And I was like, what about...
Oh.
And they
wait,
was
you
like,
wait, no, come on. You got it the first try?
Yeah.
You just, give me the look again. Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Okay, she's channeling, folks. She's getting in her zone. Yeah, come on!
That's just...
Oh my God, a Coke can just crushed up in the balcony. She's that good.
No, it was just my look. I think, obviously, the Duffer Brothers and Sean Levy and 21 Laps and Netflix, we all had a big say in the look.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of, that went through a lot of people as well. Like, that was like, okay, this person and this person, oh, this person liked it, but this person didn't. And then we was like, okay, go back to a different look. And then like, there was one look that we was just like.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
that's the worst look. And I was like, I'm not doing that.
It's a different choice, okay, yeah. But I am curious whether, I talked to the fellas yesterday who said, when these started shooting, some of the scripts weren't even written yet for the end of the season. So how big a role did you have in adding your own flair or your own insights into 11, making her yours? Good question.
I like it, Ron.
She knew I was Ron.
The thing is 11 wasn't supposed to be a big character at all. She was actually supposed to, I don't know why I'm saying this, but I'm saying it anyway. She's supposed to sacrifice herself in the 8th episode of Stranger Things Season 1. So she was supposed to die. Not saying she's coming back. Well, I am, but I'm not saying she's back alive. I'm going to stop. So, stop. No. Netflix is like, Millie! But, you know, so she wasn't a big character. And the way I made her my own is that you have to make the smallest scene of me walking up a hill. You know, the scene, I can't remember the scene, though. It was like me walking up when the bullies fling Mike off a cliff.
At the quarry.
Off a cliff, exactly. So, off a cliff, the quarry, exactly. So I walked up the hill, and there wasn't supposed to be a big scene. It was just supposed to be making my look. But I had to make it a big scene, because every little scene for me is a big scene.
Right.
Me washing my face in episode, I don't know what episode, I haven't watched the show, but me washing my face, I remember that scene, and it wasn't supposed to be big, but I was like, the Duffer Brothers were like, turn the knob to make the water come out. And I was like, 11 wouldn't know how to do that. And it was like, oh yeah. I was like, okay, so how's the water gonna come on? Maybe she uses her mind. I don't know. And then maybe Mike taught her. That's the way you have to think of things. It's like,
right.
I think of her as me. And I don't know how to, what is this bottle? Like, what is this screen? You know, like, that's the way you have to put yourself in the character's mode. And then as soon as I come off, as soon as I'm bawling out, crying, screaming, Papa, I go straight back into school and learn some algebra.